Hello YouTube, this is Early426, and today is, rather than a review, it's just kind of an update on what's been going on with me and my channel for a while. So today's going to be more like a video log or vlog, what they call these days. So for beginners, for those who don't know, I am working in a toy company in Korea. And when it's May, usually it's basically, we consider that as to be one of the more major season for sales. So this is May is practically, or the end of April is pretty much the start of us being extremely busy. So to the point where on Children's Day, usually it's considered as a holiday. So most of you should be, not going to work that day. But in Korea, and if you're working in a toy company, you're practically almost like 80% guaranteed to be working on that day, and that has been happening to me as well for the past few years. So so last week was the Children's Day week as well. So I had to work on not only on Friday but also on Saturday and a bit on Sunday as well. So it's been very hellish for me for a while, so to the point which is why last week you were not able to see any videos being uploaded at the moment, because I actually had no time, because the moment I woke up I had to go to this other place for a kind of like a mini pop-up store slash kind of a demonstration zone for the brand that I am in charge of. So because of that, last week there was no video, but that doesn't mean I don't have anything to review. So tomorrow, as you can see here, I will be reviewing the HG Gundam Lufrit Thorn. This is actually a Gunpla from the recent series, the Witch from Mercury series, that I really was interested in and wanted to try as well. So I'll be reviewing this tomorrow, so no need to worry about that. But once again, Gunpla is never the only thing that I review these days as well. For those who don't know, I have pre-ordered a lot of stuff, pre-owned Bandai and non-Bandai stuff as well, like Beast Box, Mega Box, and some other Chinese products as well, which I have been actually really interested in. There's another product I'm really interested in for it to arrive. It's something that you don't see every day, and it's like from a brand, or I'm not sure what brand, or I'm not sure if the term brand is correct, but let's say it's from a series that has been growing up bit by bit over the past few years. So really interested in reviewing that as well. And I have finally been able to obtain this model kit, the Blue Eyes White Dragon model kit. So the moment that this was supposed to release in Korea, or in Japan, technically in Japan, this is when Bandai Korea, or Gundam Base Korea, decided to move their warehouse. So starting from then, nothing has been coming in properly. But after, I think it's been like a few weeks that whole moving the warehouse to a different warehouse has been completed, and now this has been finally been distributed here and there, and I was able to get mine for a pretty good price, because this went out pretty fast as far as I know, not only in Japan but in other countries, because I think the most obvious reasons was that number one, scalpers. Number two is that people who really are a big fan of this would probably buy 4, because they want to have one Blue Eyes White Dragon, and then they want to have the 3 combined version as well. I think it was Blue Eyes Ultimate White Dragon, I believe, in English, but yeah. Because of that aspect, so this thing has been getting pretty difficult to get, but I was able to get my hands on one, but not from Gundam Base. I would like to point that out. And yes, I am aware that they're going to make Exodia. I am really excited for that as well. So this thing, I think I'll be reviewing it next week, because this is a pretty big kit on its own. So I would like to be more focused on just this. Now, basically, for those who are curious on what I am in charge of in the toy company, I am in charge of the die-cast category, die-cast car category. So if you haven't guessed by this, yes, I am in charge of Hot Wheels in my country. Hot Wheels, but this year I'm trying to focus morely on the premium line. So Hot Wheels Car Culture, the Boulevard series, the Team Transport, and so on. I've been buying them myself for the past few years as well, but even before I got this position. And then I have also been making small reviews bit by bit recently, but ever since I got this position, I've been writing a lot of reviews, not only on the recent stuff, but also on older stuff as well, some past, car culture or Hot Wheels premium stuff as well. But not only that, I have proven to my company that there is a market for die-cast cars, not only from Hot Wheels, but just to be more specific, there is a market for die-cast cars, because my company has been too focused on the Hot Wheels tracks, because they're more expensive, they're better margin, yada yada, but they weren't selling. But they were still, for some reason, very, very obsessed with the Hot Wheels tracks. So I had to turn the whole situation around, and they're starting to listen to me, and which is why I was able to also kind of bring in a few more brands. Like, this is one of those examples as well. But once again, this one I bought my own, so this is something I won't be able to bring in. But yeah, there are certain brands I am bringing in. I'm even also just buying and reviewing other brands. I'm not like the Mini GT stuff. I know these are pretty famous, or it's a pretty well-known brand in the diecast hobby community as well. But still, yeah, just wanted to point that out. So yeah, it's a huge category of brands that I do need to be in charge of, and basically, if I don't do it right, the company won't do it right. So yeah, it's been very busy for me, and it's just gonna get more busy as well. And finally, yeah, speaking of cars, I have been basically tracking down certain model kits that I really wanted to try out, but never got to know the name of this stuff. So I've seen this being promoted. I saw a promo image of this specific model kit a few weeks or months ago, but problem was I never took note of what the name was. So it took me a long time to figure out whether this was released or not, and then if it was released, number two. Second problem was that I had to figure out what this thing was called. So I was working based on my memory, and then yeah, basically I've been typing in, and for some reason in my mind it looked like a pink Mazda RX-7. So I've been like typing Mazda RX-7 kits or pink Mazda RX-7 all the time, and not been getting results. But recently I just had a different, let's think outside of the box, and then I just said, model kit cyberpunk car, something like that, and I was finally able to get the results, and finally been able to get one as well. So this is a model kit. So this is a model kit. Sure, it's a car, but once again, most car model kits, or like tanks, airplanes, trucks, as far as I understood them, they always require glue. Now the reason why this got my attention is that this thing does not require any glue. Everything you see, or as far as I knew, no, they are all part separated. And no, these are not one of those model kits where it's full of like water slides. Everything you see here, they're all color separated and part separated as much as possible. So yeah, I am actually very interested in trying this kit out as well. And while searching for this, I have noticed that there is another car out there that looks like a little bit of stretch, but it kind of looks yeah, a different car with a more radical design. So I might actually try that out as well in the future if I do enjoy this. So once again, you can expect a review of this in maybe 2 weeks as well. Anyway, that was pretty much it. So once again, sorry for the slow updates recently, because I've been very busy because of work. Working in a toy company can be very different from what you think from the outside as well. So yeah. But anyway, thank you for your patience. I am back, unless some sort of other big ass or a sudden event that I'm not aware of happens in the company. I should be able to keep making reviews, at least one video per week these days as well. So once again, thank you for your patience, and hopefully I can see you guys next time. Until then, yeah, stay tuned.